Hello and welcome to another day of the video diary, and how are you? This fine day, I believe this is day number 262. So how are you on day number 262? I'm feeling relatively better, but I am touching wood as I say that. So, yeah, although today is a Thursday, and it should technically be a school day, we have an insect day. Did anyone else used to always think it was called an insect day? I don't know if that was just me. But yeah, we have an insect day. So teachers are training. So basically we get a day off, which is relatively good. It's good timing really to say I've been so ill, because I slept in 10.5 hours, always sleeping in factors of 100 in 1.5 hours. Don't we, Sid? Because that's optimal. If you ever set your alarm or wake up not in 1.5 hour blocks, and you'll always wake up groggier and more tired than you would if you were to sleep 1.5 hours. That's why sleeping 6 hours is better than sleeping 7 hours, because you're waking up halfway through a sleep cycle. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So yeah, I've become like obsessive compulsive over the amount of sleep I have, and I kind of like regulate it down to a T. Like school nights I aim to get 6 hours sleep, and other nights I aim to get like 7.5 to 9 if I'm going to treat myself to a lion. No, usually I aim for 6 hours dead. But then I've looked at like other sleep cycles, and there's a thing where you would go to have a 30-minute nap every 6 hours. And apparently once you've trained yourself out of having 1.5 hour sleep cycles, and you do that, then you function perfectly fine on 2 hours sleep a day, which is crazy. The only downside apparently is that if you miss a nap, you will literally be dead. You'll just be, that's it, you have to have that nap. So obviously you couldn't go out at night because you'd have a sleep at 12 o'clock. But then you'd offset it, wouldn't you? Or you'd have to have a nap at lunchtime. But then you'd offset it, so that maybe like 2 o'clock. So you have a nap at 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Because no one goes out now until 9 o'clock anyway, so maybe that. Maybe it's worth doing actually. After the exams, in the holidays, might have a go before university. Changing my sleep cycle like that. That's crazy. But it's worth a go. Come on, dog. What are you doing all the way over there? So grief alive. But currently I have just gone out to go get the newspapers for father. I'm also testing how well I feel. I've got my coat on, obviously it's all buttoned up and stuff to keep me warm, but otherwise I feel absolutely fine. I've got a bit of a snuffle, and I'm naturally breathing out my mouth instead of my nose, which is weird because I used to breathe out my nose, but I don't know. Does anyone else find that? Are you a nose breather or a mouth breather? You just casually mind your own business. Do you breathe nose or mouth? Because that's the problem with colds. If you're a nose breather, then you suddenly get a cold. You've got to get used to breathing through your mouth for a bit. This is a weird conversation, isn't it? But since I am feeling better, I am going to go to Lovely's later. We're going to go for, well, not going to go for dinner. I'm going to Lovely's for dinner, because I haven't seen her in about a week properly. Anyway, hasn't just been us two anyway, for over a week now, and I miss her dearly. So that's what we'll do. At first I was very dubious. Lovely was like, oh no, come over. And I was like, but like yesterday or the day before that, I had like wake up in the morning, stand up and walk somewhere and feel dizzy because I'm going to faint or whatever. But over the days I've been getting better and better and better, and I didn't want to go and like infect her entire family. But I feel fine now. So, yeah. Hey, Motley, come here. Come here, Motley. Motley. You know what? I was going to talk to you when I got in, and then completely forgot. I was like, oh no, I want to talk about this, and then I forgot. Ridiculous. So now I is walking to Lovely's, really. We're going to go round, just relax for a bit, calm down, have some dinner, have some nice lovely lasagna apparently. Calm down and just like relax. And just do nothing all night. It's going to be lovely. I've still got a bit of snuffle, so I'm not as attractive as I normally am. But it'll be fine, Lovely's amazing, so it doesn't really matter to a certain degree. I've been home. As I was at home there, I was doing a C3 paper, just doing a casual like past paper to revise and stuff. And I finished all of it, and it's remarkably easy. I got like 95%, well, 94.4 reoccurring percent in it. And this was the paper that I stone dead failed when I sat it in January, and I haven't done any form of revision for that course, that little module, since then. How? I think I put it down to the C2 effect, which I've now called it, because last year we did C1 and C2, and halfway through the year you was thinking, Jesus, C1 is hard. But then as soon as you've done C2, you look back at it and go, Jesus Christ, this is easy, come on, bang, there's 98%, bang, 100%, bang, literally getting 100% in each paper until I sat the paper. Well, then again, yeah, there's the point, actually. And the same things happened with this year. You do C3 halfway through the year. When I sat it at Christmas, I was thinking, oh, Jesus, this is actually quite hard. This is going to be a difficult test. But I sat it at Christmas, then failed it. But now I've done C4. It's like, oh, well, this is easy. 98%, 94%, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it was, 94 wasn't it? However, both C1 and C3, when I sat them, I didn't do as well as I expected. C1 last year was only... No, it was still an A, but it wasn't a very good A. It was like 81%, which, honestly, when you... No, it wasn't even that. It was like 78% or something. Like, it was a B. But it's like the... I don't know, because C1 was... I knew C1 was easy when I took it, but then I did rubbish. It was probably because it wasn't a calculator paper. The foggiest, to be honest. I'm just rambling about bugger all. Literally, it's blossom. It's so pretty. It's like falling on the floor. That's like so cool. Yeah, oh my god. Remind me when I'm walking home, because I will tell you about some ideas I've had for things on the main channel. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Alright, okay, so I'm just casually walking back now from Lovely's. Looking at that flashy little light thing. Isn't that mesmerising? Just as you walk towards it. Flash, 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 flash. The bottom one seems to be brighter. Or is it just because you're taller? I don't know. Mesmerising nonetheless. So yeah, hi, I'm just casually walking back from Lovely's now. It's relatively, is it 9:30? Yeah, it's 9:30. And we basically spent the whole evening just watching TV. And I showed her the Minecraft videos I've been watching the Shadow of Israel. And I told her that I was watching Minecraft videos, and she was like, what a balls. And then I showed it and she's like, oh. Then she was laughing at some points. When we was doing Portal 2, there was one puzzle we couldn't do. And we used Bruce Ethos. We used their channel because they did the playthrough of the cooperative on Portal 2. And we used their channel to help them, and yeah, what? I don't know why that's relevant, to be honest. But we spent the whole evening just watching videos and stuff, and watching TV and talking about stuff. And then I find it hard to talk because I've got a cold, and then I can't breathe through my nose. Yeah. So it was great, good fun. And I've noticed, not specifically at Lovely's, but I've noticed at school and stuff that I've started to talk a lot more. And I think it's because I had 2 years of just talking to you, relatively anyway, apart from family members and at parties and stuff. I've just been talking to you, and you don't talk back. Like now, I'm not pausing and waiting for you to talk back, and I've realised I've been doing this at school and stuff. And I've kind of made a mental note that I'm talking too much, and that I should stop talking. So I've made a mental note to basically stop talking and just let other people talk. Because I used to be really quiet and introverted, and then I started doing this, and I've become a lot more confident in talking and stuff. Just like if we were doing a voiceover for a video in physics, like a revision video, I'd do it because I'm used to talking to cameras. I don't know. Well, I've got to rein it in now because it's getting a bit too brave. Getting a bit too ballsy. Confident, that's the word I was looking for, a bit too confident. But, what was I going to talk about? Sorry, speak up a minute. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Blimey, that was cheesy. I wanted to talk about things that I thought of doing for the main channel. Because I haven't done anything for the main channel for so long, because it takes so long to do an interesting one of the week, and I essentially need the whole house to myself so I can move around and film different sketches and stuff. And I still want to do the interesting one of the week, except I can't really over revision periods because I'm working so hard all of the time, except when I'm ill, in which case I can't record videos anyway. I'm working so hard all of the time doing stuff that I can't really do much for the main channel, and I feel really bad, and I want to keep doing stuff for the main channel because I do stuff for you every single day, but you're not time consuming at all. And yeah, really. So I want to talk to you about some of the ideas I've had, and then obviously if you're interested in them and stuff like that. Obviously there's going to be the space mission videos, which will probably consist of a behind the scenes, the raw footage from the cameras that go up, and then an edited, maybe 4-part Top Gear race-esque challenge thing that we're going to film when we go and get them back, which will be amazing. It will take me a long time to edit, and it will go up after the exams. It'll be in July, late July? Yeah, well, it'll be in July time that it goes up, when I'd have finished having time editing it. But that'll be like, we'll all be in the cars, we'll all have cameras, we'll film the release, which I believe there's plans of having a picnic on that day, which would be amazing. So we can film that as well. We'll film that, have the release, and then we'll film the race to go get it back, which should be awesome fun. We'll have teams. I've already talked to people. I've talked to see if Lovely would like to be in the team with me in the car. Else, I believe James will go and race for it. I believe anyone who's got a car is basically willing to go and race for it legally at 30 miles an hour. But yeah, apart from the space mission, which is obviously going to be devoted to the blog and stuff like that, what else can I do for the main channel? Because interesting word of the weeks take too long. They take about 6 hours to do. The last one took 4 hours to film, probably more to edit. No, probably about 2 hours to edit. Yeah, 6 hours in total. I really don't have that time to devote to it anymore. And especially since the filming can only be done when the house is empty, which is at weekdays when I'm in college. So can't really do it, I'm afraid. But what else can I do? Because it's going to come out very soon that I do these videos. So filming at home shouldn't really be a problem, except I can't film in the whole house. I can only film in my bedroom. So I've thought about doing a casual like vlogs kind of things, like telling stories and stuff. But then it's just trying to think of what the ideas are. I always had an idea for like films, like animated film kind of things. I've just got to write a script. I thought of one called Gummy and one called House. Gummy will be like a really intensive like trailer for Gummy Bear Sweets, and the second one would be Houses. It's like a sitcom thing with houses and a comedy, I don't know, like cartoon where houses talk to each other. But that's going to be really hard, like CGI wise and stuff. I've thought of doing like a comedy sketch sitcom kind of thing, but I'm really not very funny when I haven't got the basis. I'm not very good at finding a basis for the word. No, it's because I'm so used to having an interesting word of the week and then designing sketches around it. But I'm not very good. Every time I've ever done a sketch, I've always had the basis of a word to do it on. And I can't just think of a funny sketch just to stand on its own. There's a lot more pressure in that. All the sketches I do on the main channel have like the interesting word of the week to crutch itself on. Or you could claim the interesting word of the week crutches on the sketches. But it's weird, it's completely different writing a sketch to stand on its own. Or in like a 3 sketches in one video kind of thing. That's completely different to having an interesting word of the week. So I want to do something like that, but I don't know what. I'm trying to write like a script that's funny, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I've also thought of, excuse me, doing a music video. Because there are songs I know on the piano and the guitar and ukulele and stuff that I could just very easily record. Just put on the internet, record. Except then you've got the bravery of singing, which is always dodgy. But then I've thought to crutch that up, something called like a literal music video, where the music video directly depicts exactly what happens in the words. Yeah? Because then you can like make fun of the lyric, make fun of the lyrics. I thought of that, but I can imagine a lot of effort going into it. It takes about 5 minutes to record a song, set up the microphone, set up the cameras, get the lighting right, record the song, make sure you get it right, done. But then obviously there's doing that bit as well, but that will lessen the expectation for me to sing well, because I can't sing well. So yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't know, I just want to do things for the main channel, but I don't have time, so I want to do things that don't take much time, but that are still good and interesting. So yeah, let me know what you think of those ideas. I'm not sure how conclusively or eloquently I got them across to you, but anyway, this evening's got mental since I got back anyway. It was Mother's birthday today, and I went to Lovely's, lol. Mother had like a friend around, bless her, and I walked in and was like, whoa, okay, wasn't expecting this, it's a bit awkward, like, hi, how's it going, never met you before, don't mind me, I'm just gonna get some tissues, I've got a cold, I'm gonna go upstairs now. But yeah, they were downstairs, they just came out for wine, I'm assuming, 3 bottles by the looks of it, Jesus. But they're playing like Connect and stuff, which is strange after like 3 bottles of wine, and then I had to drive them home, and that was interesting. Jesus. Anyway, tonight's also been like insanely awesome, because I was talking to, damn it, I made a note to remember the name as I walked downstairs, Charlie, and he was saying, because obviously yesterday's video, is was yesterday's video, was all about me trying to reduce the costs of the thingy, and he said, oh, you can borrow my GoPro. Like, whoa. Thank you very much, by the way. If you're watching that, I'm assuming. Thanks very much for the offer. I'm assuming we won't need it or use it, because it's a bit weird. I don't know how I can pitch that to someone at the school. Just like, oh, by the way, I've got someone who could possibly give us a GoPro, and then they've got to, our insurance, we've got to be able to get insurance that basically, if we lose it, we've got to give it you back. We need to get the money or whatever to give it you back, and it's a bit risky. And there's no way the school would be alright with that, to be honest. It's a very nice offer, don't get me wrong, it's very, very nice. And it would save us a lot of money. As you know how expensive they are, especially since we want 2 or 3. You'd save us a lot of money, but thanks very much for the offer. But I couldn't borrow a GoPro, knowing that it's going to space, and if something goes wrong with the parachute, then we have to trust that it lands and survives the fall. We have to trust that all the packaging we put it in will survive the fall, and we've got to hope that it doesn't get taken away in the Gulf Stream and stuff. So essentially, yeah, thank you very much. What I'm trying to say is, I'm flustering, but thank you very much for the offer. We probably won't use it, but yeah, hi, thank you, hello, how's it going? I always like it when I make new friends, it's awesome. So yeah, we've been talking stuff like fundraising ideas and things. We're trying to think of a competition we can do in tandem with the thing to try and get people, like a raffle kind of thing, just to lower how much we have to pay, see if we can get things in. Because we was going to do like enter in X amount of money for a competition to send something up to space, like you all think can be in front of the camera, that kind of thing. But we don't think we can do that anymore, because we're sending up this little mascot thing we're already sending up, and there's weight problems and stuff like that, so I don't think we can do that. But then outside of, oh, guess how high it will go, or guess how far it will go, or betting on who will go and get who will win in the race to go and get the GoPro, get the stuff back, we can't think of anything else. And those seem a bit wet as well. It's a bit like, well, figuring out how high it goes, that's only our maths to do that. We can use maths to figure out how high it'll go before it even leaves, and then just hope. There's no way we could figure it out. No altirometers go that high, figure out that high. Our GPS trackers definitely won't know. So the other one is how far it will go, and how many people will have a bet or enter in a guess at how far it will go. I'm assuming not many, to be honest. So yeah, in short, I'm going to have my cold and flu tablets and go to bed and have a nice strong 6 hours, even though I told myself I'd have 7.5, but I had to drive them back anyway, so 6 hours it is. Have my cold and flu, and what's going on tomorrow? Maths all day, work as well. Way. Thank you very much again for the offer, even though we won't need it. Sid, you know what time it is? We're not playing with your ball. Go away. Come in. Come on. Get inside. Mutt. Yeah, thank you. But I'm clearly not very good with, like, straight up. I'll catch you later, yeah? That's literally all I can say. I feel really awkward to a certain extent. So, Jesus. Yeah. Hi. Catch you later.